You guys thought you were getting a break from me today? Not so fast. Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me. We're talking the Home Run Derby. It is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This should be a fun little breath of fresh air after a very interesting first few months of the MLB season. So let's have some fun today. Let's not overthink it too much. Let's enjoy a few days off from betting these very tilting home runs. And maybe we can win. Maybe we can win today. So here are all the contestants today, and I've gone ahead and very poorly stitched their prices within this. So Buxton at about 8.5 to 1, Junior Caminero 10 to 1, Jazz at 14 to 1, O'Neal Cruz 310, Matt Olson 10 to 1, Cal Raleigh is your favorite, the big dumper thumper at 290 plus 290, Brent Rooker at 10 to 1, and James Wood at 4 to 1. These are the prices again on FanDuel. If you are interested in taking any of these guys, make sure you shop around because books do have varying prices. So let's talk quickly about the format because I do think it's somewhat important to discuss. There are going to be 3 rounds. The first round, all players will have 3 minutes or 40 pitches, whichever comes first, to hit as many home runs as possible. So at most, they're going to get 40 pitches. So they either get 3 minutes to do however many they can get done or 40 pitches. So every batter in the first round gets 40 chances to hit as many home runs as possible. There's a bonus period for which each player, that lasts until they record 3 outs, any swing that doesn't result in a home run within that period. So afterwards, after their pitches, they get a bonus round. And the bonus round is they get to hit until they have 3 balls that don't leave the park. If a player hits a home run of at least 425 feet within the bonus period, the period is extended until a player records a 4th out. The players with the top 4 homer totals advance to the next round. If there is a tie, the player who hit the longest home run during the round advances. In the semifinals, the format then shifts to a knockout or a bracket style, with the guy who had the best total in the first round going up against the guy who had the worst total of the 4 in the first round, 2 and 3 accordingly. The seeds are determined by the number of home runs in the first round. Players will then have, in the second round, the semifinals, will have 2 minutes or 27 pitches in the semifinals and the finals, and the home run totals from the first round do not carry over. The winner of the 2 semifinals matches between the 1 and the 4 and the 2 and the 3, based on the 27 pitches or the 2 minutes, will move on to the finals, where, again, we see 2 minutes or 27 pitches. The player with the most home runs after that period is the champion. So it is everybody goes out there and hits for about 40 pitches. They have a bonus period. The top 4 move on. Then they're paired off in a bracket based on the number they hit from round 1. And then they battle in that bracket until they go to the finals, and then those 2 guys battle in the same fashion. Okay, so let's talk about where we are today. We're at Truist Park in Atlanta, and just looking at the construction of this field. Very short walls over here in left field, 6 foot and 9 foot cover most of it. When you start pulling it more to right field, you have a much taller wall at 16 feet. I think this comes into play. I really think this is how I am choosing to handicap this. And again, I said, let's have some fun, do what you want, bet who you want, but this is where I am going to do what I feel comfortable. And what I feel comfortable doing, and although this wall is a little bit further out than MLB average, right? It's a little bit deeper than this side. This is at its corner is 375, at its corner is 385. These guys are going to hit. Right, this is an easy pitch, blah, blah, blah. I think it's easier to hit home runs over here to left field. I think righties are going to have the advantage tonight with the way the wind is blowing and with these shorter walls over here than the lefties, who are going to have to continue to put it over this 16-foot wall. So this is some information that Ballpark Pal posted today. It is the candidates of home runs based on how it left the bat and how many actually were home runs. We have a contact and distance average, the angle that they usually hit, the miles per hour, and the distance the ball usually travels. And then we have long fly balls of 420, and 440. So again, this is a little bit different considering that this is not a game situation. They choose their pitcher. The pitcher comes out and throws a pitch that they're comfortable with hitting a home run for. Not necessarily a 95-mile-an-hour sinker. So keep in mind that this data can be of importance, but it's not going to dictate everything because this is not a game situation. If we look at their fly balls based on where they travel, Here is what I'm seeing. Here is what I'm thinking. Here is how I am approaching this. Do whatever you want. I said I don't love right field today. I like left field. So who do I like to consistently, over and over again, hit to the pole side? Who do I know is going to come up there and have one type of swing, robotic mechanical swing, with no variation, that they are going to get in a rhythm and crank? And I see green in Brent Rooker. I see green in Byron Buxton. I see some in James Wood, but James Wood kind of scatters it. And I think this is a detriment to a guy like James Wood. This is my interpretation. I could be flat out freaking wrong. But part of what makes home run derby winners have success is being able to get in a rhythm. Pitch, ball flies, ball flies, ball flies, all in the same park, right? I remember Julio Rodriguez a few years back, just consistently, same spot. I believe when the All-Star game was in Seattle, home field advantage, right? And we have Matt Olson. There's a chance here, but again, a lot over here to the right field. So I look at these guys who are going to consistently be able to put the ball in left field. That's where I'm looking. So Rooker, Buxton, and Junior Caminero. Yeah, this is pretty. James Wood, this is pretty. But if he's hitting one center, then he's pulling one right, then he's I'm telling you, I've seen it in the home run derby. It is hard for guys to compete and win when the balls are flying all different ways. The best home run hitters, the best winners of this derby, get into a rhythm of consistent, robotic home runs. That's what I'm going to do. Again, Matt Olson looks pretty good, but where's the ball going to go? It might go over here, it might go over here, and I believe that's going to throw him off a little bit. I also don't know if Cal Raleigh's batting left or right-handed. We'll see tonight. He's the favorite. He can do both, but we'll see. So we have two promos tonight, and they are good, especially this FanDuel one. Like I'm honestly, I don't sing praises of FanDuel very often, but I am proud of FanDuel for this. Opt in and place a pre-live wager of a winner and get $1 for every home run they hit in the Derby. It does have to be $25, but most of these guys over-under is about 20 in the first round. So pick a guy who makes it, like you're probably going to get $18 back of your 25 at worst. That's my guess, at worst. Best case, I read the terms. I don't think there's a cap. Best case, you have upwards of $40 and $50 in free bets if you pick the winner. So plus if you win, like this is so good. Like at worst case, you're going to lose a few bucks, and convert it for a free bet. $25, you're going to get 18 back. That's a good, and there's tremendous upside. So really proud of FanDuel for this one. And then you got a typical profit boost over here on DraftKings. So let's talk about what I'm going to do. And I may have given you some spoilers. I get that. Junior Caminero is my number one pick to win this tournament. This tournament, whatever, this home run thing, this little extravaganza, this big boy blast, super soaker, super fun extravaganza, fun time, super swinging, super awesome ball fly far. Junior Caminero. I since he got in, I thought that's the guy. A little bit unknown, but he's been raking this year. He's been consistent this year. The only knock to him maybe is that he plays at a smaller park. So maybe that matters. Maybe that could come back to bite me. Second pick is Byron Buxton. Again, we look at the righties who are going to continue to pull it. Has sheer power. I think he can get into a rhythm. And then Brent Rooker. Now, I realize that these are not your favorites. I think Jazz is really going to struggle tonight. If we look at his shots, right, they're all going to go over here to right field. And I think that wall is going to give him trouble. He's not a super power hitter anyway. So I think he's really going to struggle. O'Neal Cruz didn't play yesterday. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know what's going on with him. He does hit the ball far, but again, I don't love lefties. If you look at this, lefty, 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 switch hitter. And I don't know what he's going to choose to do. If I had to make a guess, he's probably going to bat left-handed. I could look at his numbers and probably tell you in 5 minutes what I think he's going to do. I didn't look, but I think you're going to get. I think this is a lefty versus righty contest, and I favor the righties, and all of the righties have better odds. So for my 33% boost over on DraftKings, I'm going Byron Buxton to win this. We're boosting it up to almost 13-1, and then for my FanDuel $1 back, I'm going to go with Junior Caminero. That's that. Now, there are a ton of bets you can make on this. Shop around, look around, find the best odds, do some looking if you want to have a good time. I am going to play a few more bucks on these things. And we're going to talk about this because this is interesting. Basically, I want to set myself up to where, if I am right about this, we can have a good payout. So I've set it up to where what I originally did was this: Junior Caminero to beat Buxton, Buxton to beat Junior Caminero. Brent Rooker to beat Buxton, Brent Rooker to beat, I did it all by the exact results. And then I went through and I said, wait a minute, they have these name the finalists where I can kind of take out a step. Instead of doing 2 per, I can do 1 and cover my bases. How's the payout on that? So I want to show you this example. And this is a small little lesson in just, it's a small lesson in understanding the market, quote unquote. And again, maybe I'm not thinking about this totally correctly, but I think this is interesting. Junior Caminero over Byron Buxton over Junior Caminero. So if those two make the finals, I'm going to win. In order to win 192 on either result, I need to spend $6.70. But if I just bet name the finalist to win 192, I need to bet $6, which means I save myself 70 cents by taking it as a name the finalist without breaking it out. In other words, they're charging more of a hold, more vig on the exact results, which is to be expected, than this. And I'm glad I looked. And it's not a huge difference maker, right? It's not going to change. It's not going to change my life, right? And in some cases, like this one, I believe, if Brent Rooker beats Buxton and I put $3 on it, I believe I won $285. But if Buxton beats Rooker and I put $3 on it, I think it was like $215. So there is more upside to bet this $6 here instead of splitting it across. So I realize you don't need that lesson right now, but look around, right? Try to find the best price. And my nose itches like heck. I'm about to sneeze. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Bottom line is this. I'm going to run all of these just for fun. Buxton and Rooker to be the final 2. Caminero and Rooker to be the final 2. Buxton and Caminero to be the final 2. All right? So that takes care of all by 3. Check around for more promos. Have fun tonight. I'm going to go figure out what's going on, and I'm going to go build a shed. Yesterday, an ambulance hit us in the car. We're fine, but I can tell that story another time. Have fun tonight. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we will. I don't know if we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you sometime.